I've been thinking about this for quite a while right now, and maybe INDIS honestly has been secretly slept on for honestly a pairing that you would not imagine be doing quite a lot of damage, especially in Season 2. So I'm going to go over INDIS, I'm going to talk about her myself, what I've been doing with her, and actually my experience using this hero in Season 2 for PvP. Hello, yes, smash a like up and subscribe for more daily videos of me, MrSneakyy, an official Call of Dragons content creator. And we are talking about INDIS, yes, the grandmother of Call of Dragons.
Take that back, Leorio! I said take it back.
Age of Order, and honestly, at first, when everyone's looking at her, she is a gathering hero. She is gathering because, obviously, this skill is it's gathering skill, right? But there's other heroes in other games, like Rise of Kingdoms. There's Joan of Arc, who was a gathering hero, but her skills were actually quite powerful for open field because she generated rage and she did a lot of cool stuff for your march. And the thing is, I've been trying INDIS out in Season 2. And I've honestly got some craziness to show you. So this is the first time obviously using INDIS in a season for PvP. And she already has over 1.7 million kills. So I find that kind of crazy. Because when I compare my INDIS to Forendale, my Forendale has over 1.7. So you can see the amount of kills these two are generating is quite close. And I've not been using INDIS, by the way, with Forendale. That's not the way I've been using her, right? But it just showcases this hero can actually generate quite a lot of kills. And it's scary on how she does it. So the thing with INDIS, which is quite hidden about her, which a lot of people probably just overlook just straight away, is this last one. This last ability with obviously the 20% HP that you get from this is just a beautiful amount of tanking capabilities. You basically have just such a massive counterattack reduction, cut in half basically 50% when this is at 5155 as the hero. You're cutting any counter-attack damage in half, and you're removing a debuff, which is so powerful in Call of Dragons. Because if you're using this hero with certain matches like I were doing, you don't have to worry about mages, and you don't have to worry about certain other heroes that are trying to lock you down or slow you and just do different weird debuffs to your match, because you can actually just remove one. And it's quite often it does it. So what have I been doing with INDIS? What have I actually been doing with INDIS? So the first thing I've always been trying with INDIS for quite a lot of time in Roots of Wars especially, and now I brought it over to PvP, was a Bakshi INDIS combo. And the reason why I'm running basically INDIS and Bakshi is for a super tanky ranged cavalry march. That is correct. The ranged cavalry matters here. And the reason why the ranged cavalry matters, especially when you're looking at INDIS, is because of that first skill. Her first skill doesn't deal any magic damage. It doesn't deal any physical damage, meaning she can actually just go with any hero in the entire game, which is an amazing feat for a hero. It means the flexibility is there in the future, maybe for another hero that can combine with her, that just takes it into a new level, right? But when you've got a ranged cavalry user and you put INDIS as the secondary behind them, what you're basically doing is you're playing a very DPS heavy tanky support match. And it sounds crazy, I know, but just work with me here. So when you've got Bakshi is basically going to deal a ton of damage, 1400 damage, plus obviously then when you have that nasty INDIS, you're going to be able to then deal the 20% extra damage to them. And this is what is key, because the thing with INDIS is you have so much tanking and you need a payoff, and that 20% extra type of damage to 2 targets is just insane. It's just insane on how well this can work together. And the fact that you're infirming the target and you're just making them just take way more damage in murder balls now. you are now getting all of your allies, all of the mage players, all of the archers, everyone you can imagine, all working together and just melting down that target so much quicker. And you can then go to the next priority, which is really, really good. But it isn't just over there. I haven't only used INDIS with cabs. I did do quite a crazy amount of testing with it. And I'm not going to lie, guys. Kanara and INDIS is scary. It is actually scary good. Because INDIS and Kanara, what this actually does as a combo is becoming, again, a nasty, tanky support archer match. Kanara is already one of the best tanking archer heroes that you can go in the game. And on top of this, you can do some funky stuff with the control tree, PvP, and the marksman tree with her, right? Which allows you to actually create some very creative builds with this hero. And some of them work really, really well with INDIS. And I'm just trying to be honest with you guys, because the thing with Kanara is, what a lot of people don't realize is, whenever you inflict a debuff on an enemy, you're dealing 2% more damage for 5 seconds, and it can trigger every 5 seconds. So you can actually go down a tree like this and actually continue in the control tree and getting stuff like ambush and getting your recipient, and you're going to be able to basically apply debuffs onto the target, and when you're applying these debuffs, you're going to be increasing the damage dealt. But then when your INDIS does it, you're getting even more. You're basically getting, if it hasn't been triggered yet, a 20% damage bonus, then the additional backstabber trigger, giving you a 22-25% bonus extra damage on that target, which is crazy. And the cool thing is as well with this match, and the reason why I've been honestly using this as a just an option in Season 2 potentially, because we have been seeing a different meta evolve in here, is again because the healing. It sounds a bit weird that a little bit of healing might not seem like much, but if you are running a Bakshi INDIS or even a Kanara INDIS, I even tried Syndrion and INDIS, and it works really, really well, because this guy again doesn't really care about skill damage. He all cares about normal attack hits. And the fact that you now get rapid fire, and that rapid fire can crit, and you now make them take 20% extra damage, is disgusting as a combo. Honestly, try it out. Just try it out in a murder field, and you'd be surprised at how well INDIS performs with your marchers. But this is where we're going to get into the big but in this video, because there is one. For this to work, in my humble opinion, you do need a good INDIS. You need a 5-1-5-5, or even a 5-1-5-3, or even a 5-1-3-5. Like any of those combinations, you want that combination. Why? You get an insane amount of Legion Cap, you get the 20% HP, and then more importantly, you get this passive purge, which is so strong for the hero. Because you're already going to have 5 on this skill, so you don't have to worry about that. And you know when this goes up, you know, you're gaining a lot longer on that duration, which is very, very good for your hero. And even a little bit more healing, not too much, right? But the cool thing is, though, when you are running INDIS, I'm just going to say, and I think the T5 players might be sat there looking at the video like, what the hell? But the T5 players will honestly love you more, and they won't even realize it, because if you're even trying something out, and I'm going to test some more matches out with INDIS, specifically mage matches like Lilia INDIS. I'm going to try something like that out, for example, or Alwyn with INDIS, another potential candidate for this match. And the reason why I'm actually doing this is because you've got to think, a mage hero is from very far away. I can now deal a nice amount of single target DPS with Alwyn or the AoE with Lilia, but I could be healing my T5 frontline. If they've got T5 and my allies have got T5 and they're running forward with their Madelinekas and their cavalry or whatever they're running, guess what? If they're fighting toe-to-toe against an enemy and I target that enemy, my T5 units are getting healed. And it might not sound like a lot, but when you are healing 350 troops on 2 T5 players, bang, 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 4 ticks of it, you'd be surprised on how much that actually pushes the fight into your favor, especially when their enemy frontline is now taking 20%. So that's what I wanted to make a video about. A nice little more of a controversial, maybe a hot take, a little bit of a spicy video for you guys to look at, because honestly, I am maybe opening up a Pandora's box here for INDIS, and maybe next season I might even try the one combo everyone was wondering if it would be a good combo, which would be INDIS with that pan. And people are going to be like, what? But just think, guys, the amount of support healing you're going to be putting to that T5 player is going to be insane, with the amount of single target healing, the AoE healing, the 20% extra damage taken on the enemy, and the 20% extra normal attack damage your T5 player is going to be taking. I'm just saying it could be something very, very scary with this, right? Because you have so much tanking capability as a support player with this. And if you are wondering what you could run as an artifact, I personally were running stuff like Spring Blade still, and my Fang of Ashkari on like my cavalry units. But when it came to the archers, I literally did use Viola's bow. I made this one of the options. But for the support players who might try the Halloween INDIS or the Pan INDIS, you have to have Breath of Gigantis. This thing is going to be perfect for that march, because you're increasing the attack of your units, meaning you're actually boosting the amount of healing you're doing, because you're generating the more attack, right? But you're also putting an hour defense break on those same targets. So you're really honing in onto one task. So it's just one of those things, guys. Maybe INDIS is secretly, honestly, OP, and I've been using her, and you guys have been seeing me use her in the live streams, and I have loved her. So I hope to hear your opinions on her. Maybe you guys can test her out in your seasons and give me your inputs in the comments below. And maybe if you want me to, I will try INDIS with that pan to try and get that nasty support AoE heal. But we might have to run something else, obviously, on the artifact, which is fine. We can work that out. But if you want me to do that, we can do that, and I will make a video on that match. But until then, guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. Smash a like, comment, and subscribe for more daily videos of me, MrSneakyy, an official Call of Dragons content creator. And with all of that, and with all the support, and with all of you guys hitting the love buttons and the like buttons and everything, guess what? That's the end of the video. So, until the next one, stay safe, stay sneaky, and peace out.